Welcome back to the YouTube. Today we have George, aka the Geezers coach, aka transformation coach Sampo. Is that the right way around?
Sampo transformation
Sorry,
coach.
shit. Sampo transformation
Sampo
coach.
transformation coach. That's the one, Geez.
Maybe you should change that to the Geezers coach.
Can I tell you what the worst thing is? That there's two things about this. Everyone thinks my name's Sam, but even worse is they think I'm called Sam Poe. That is appalling. Like, girls message me like, "Are you all right, Sam?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not Sam for a start." So like backtrack. And then also Sam Poe. I'm not from Asia or like, what's going on?
It's somebody's name somewhere, mate. It's somebody's name somewhere. But what we wanted to do is get your opinions today on how you've had a bit of a checkered past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I kind of want to delve into how that's helped you grow your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to be honest with you, I'd say from a young age, I never really knew what I wanted to be. Never really had much aspiration to be much. And to be honest with you, going through school and college was that like typical story where you didn't have a lot of drive, like home life wasn't very good. And to be honest with you, just took every day like it was. I mean, it was quite a mindful way of living, but also like a very dangerous way of living and stuff like that. Like I sort of lived very carefree and I feel like I looked very happy on the inside, but I sort of thought like, this is going to end soon. Like when I went from school to college and I started trying to jump up on like tables during the lesson, the college teacher would be like, "Yeah, that's supposed to be like left in school." Yeah. And I'd just be there like, "Yeah, fuck off," thinking everyone would laugh and everyone's like, some would laugh and be like, "Why is he still
The
doing
crowd
this?"
got tougher. The crowd got tougher at college.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, the crowd got tougher. And then, basically done a BTEC in sport, was fed up of doing what I was doing as a job because it wasn't leading me down a good pathway. Ended up doing a lot of drugs and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, nailed it all on the head, which was really tough at the time. And then done a careers finding thing on the internet, which basically said become a PE teacher or a PT, which I'm very glad I become a PT because since then, I really feel like that's where my life started, to be fair. Had purpose, had drive, helping people, obviously build like astonishing physiques, astonishing mindsets. Funny enough, I was thinking about this on the train up here to Liverpool. The biggest win I had, I used to train a guy who couldn't really afford it, to be fair. And I think like, you know what I mean? Like if you done PT before, like you sort of take the odd client under your wing sometimes and he really couldn't afford it. And like he'll be listening. So I used to like give him like old clothes and stuff like that. And I used to actually give him incentives. If you get a job, I'll give you the PT at half price and that. And I remember he used to like come to me and I'd literally see the last of his money would be for me and stuff. It would feel really bad. And then anyways, we lost like 4 or 5 stone. He's had like multiple suicide attempts and always says, you know, for me that I was the main reason why he's still alive and stuff. Wow. And then in his last ever PT session, he asked me to be the best man at his wedding. Yeah. So like stuff like that is the reason.
Did you cry?
Huh?
Did you cry?
No, I said fuck off. No, of course, no.
Fuck off.
Fuck off, geezer. No, to be you little wetty. No, I did.
Get him out. Fuck.
No, to be fair, I did well up a little bit and I did go home and I was pretty happy with that, to be fair.
Yeah, that's a very sobering moment.
Yeah, no, it was nice, to be fair. And yeah, and then obviously like realising that shit, you can actually do really well through your PT. And so I've always been quite driven. Like I even play like football and I've got like a 1-to-1 football coach. I meditated once and got a spiritual mentor. Like I literally like just have this obsession to try and be the best at everything. Probably because I've listened to about 20 million hours of motivational videos.
Yeah, just David Goggins on repeat.
Yeah. Stay hard, mate. It was so funny, right? I edited a video of like men that are trying to bring modern day masculinity back. I put me in there.
Myself first.
Yeah, no, Jordan Peterson was first. I was second. The Tate brothers were third. And then David Goggins was last. And he had a log that said, "Stay hard." I sent it to my sister. She's a bit of a feminist. She went, "Is that for like a Viagra advert?"
Is that an innuendo? Yeah. Did you say that? Did you do that seriously?
And I never clocked on it, to be fair. And ever this day, when I see him say like "stay hard" now, I really piss myself the whole time. But yeah, and that's basically it, to be fair. Like, and I just absolutely love my job. I haven't woke up one day thinking I can't be asked for this today. So yeah, love it.
Cool. Give us 3 pieces of advice then for people to follow that want to be successful.
investment would be the biggest one, in my opinion. So that means investing in yourself, investing in your business, investing in your environment, and not worrying about what other people think. That I still drive around in a 23-year-old fucking beat up Corsa. Like I pull up to the gym, I have the worst car in the gym. I don't really care, man. Like, obviously, Stone Island is definitely excluded.
You get out there wearing a fucking £600 outfit.
Well, this is what actually I got really embarrassed the other day because now I'm backtracking, but I am getting a new car this week. And then this girl who I was talking to used to be a client. She said, "Oh, it's so good because it must have been so embarrassing getting out of a 23-year-old course and wearing loads of Stone Island because it must look fake." And I was like, "Cheers, Jamie." Like that made me feel really.
So hang on a minute. You're not buying a car because you want a new car. You're buying a new car because you're worried it makes your Stone Island look inauthentic.
100%. 100%.
And if you ever need a pure picture of brand loyalty, and there is no man at Stone Island. George has never met the owner of Stone Island. He rides so hard for it. I've never met anyone that rides harder for a brand than George.
Yeah, I've got a wardrobe full of it. It's really funny. I told Steve before, it's actually like the first goal I ever had. 13 years old, it's still on a bit of paper, was I want a wardrobe full of Stone Island. And I've done it. But yeah, and to be honest with you, investment like obviously falls under a lot of things because you've got to invest in yourself, your body. You got to look the part. Like you can't start saying you want to start training men, for example, to like build like really big alpha physiques if you like stick thin. You have to go through stuff yourself. You have to be a living part of it. And yeah, just try and keep yourself sane as well. That might help.
Yeah.
So as much as you want to invest, don't try and burn the candle at both ends, but that can sometimes get mixed with doing tasks that don't lie in line with what you do, because sometimes you would get burned out doing things that you shouldn't be doing in your business that might burn you out. Do you know what I'm saying? So then that can go into like delegating certain tasks to certain people, which you find really draining. That might burn you out and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think although there's a period where you've got to deal with all of that stuff as well.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you have
some
to.
Some people are like, yeah, that burns me out, so I'm just not going to do it. And you're like, no, you've got to do it for a while and then succeed at it and then get someone else to do it.
Yeah, 100%. And I think one of the biggest ones I can give you is don't worry what others think about you within your coaching, what you put out there, how you say it, because as much as we live in a day and age where people won't say they're compared to others. I'm 26 years old. I feel like I'm right in the thick of the age where it's all about how you look on social media. And like, I know that down to a fact. And obviously like the amount of people that have said to me, "Core, you've lost your head." And I'm like, have you been watching me the last 7 years? Like, have you been buried away somewhere? Like, I've been like this since day one. So people expect like that now with me. And when I started being like that, I'd get messages all the time. "You can't put that out. That looks stupid. You spelt that wrong." Like, even like my good friends who I would think would support me would rather just tell me about like something that I spelt wrong or like something like that. Because people do get jealous and this, that, and the other. But it's just go out there and do it, because I would never have thought I would be in the position that I am now, or a year ago, or the year before that, or the year before that, to be honest with you. And sometimes you get lost within it, which is a good thing sometimes. Oh, and the third one, this is a big one that I only sort of realised recently. When you get momentum, for example, don't go and get on a holiday and celebrate and like fuck it all up, because I actually only realised this recently. When you have momentum, keep going. Like, don't then just go out and celebrate and do this and do that, because whilst that momentum's up, that's when you're going to get the most out of the situation. I love holidays. I go on like 6 years. I haven't been on one since doing the course. So yeah, if that helps, maybe the third one might benefit some people.
Yeah. So be yourself.
Invest
and don't go on holiday all the time.
Yeah. When you got the momentum, just keep it up, keep it going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, very useful. Thank you very much, mate.
Nice one.
And if you want to see more about that, you want to track back to see our longer discussion or anything like that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon to tell you when we do more videos. Thank you.